Hi everybody. Let me just check. Right. You saw lots of slides, my colleagues and this beautiful Martha here. And you'll be surprised, but this is the only slides I have. So my name is Marek, Ciesla, and I'm serial entrepreneur. So I would like to start off with my journey, but not at the very, very beginning. I will just go there, but with a thing that I did like 3 years ago with a product called Wallet. Wallet is a smart wallet you cannot lose. So 3 years ago, I usually, because my office is at Florianska Street, with my colleague and partner Todor, that is over there. We kept going, for lunch every day, and there was a time when he kept forgetting his keys and wallet. So I decided to find a solution for that, and I got another guys from Born that is not existing company, but I said to them, all right, we can create a nice wallet, but we need to get a Bluetooth Low Energy that connects with your smartphone. Can you help us out? They said, yes, we can do it. So all together, I just decided to set up a company in the States, in Delaware, that was already the C Corp, and I wanted to have some money for that. I got no money actually to set up a company there, so I decided to go to two investors like angels, and I told them that I'm going for Kickstarter with a great product, which is a wallet, and just give me some money for that. So I said, I just want, just give me, $60,000 for 6%, and they gave me. So they gave me, $60,000, and within 1 month, I just created a campaign, a Kickstarter that raised $330K. After that, I got another 50K pre-orders for a product that didn't exist. So I had actually no physical product, just something like a fake that I took a very cool, Photoshop and the other things, and I had to actually deliver the product. I did deliver, of course. That took me like 1.5 years. In the meantime, I got ordering, and the former investor, they said, all right, I love your product, I love what you do. Just give me more shares, and because of that. I just delivered in the second generation. So now it's like 3 years in a row, and a part of $330K within the Kickstarter, and the first e-commerce years they just finished like $50K, which was nothing. The next year was slowing, like 84K. Last year it finished like 114. But this year is supposed to be like over 200K. So it's still growing, very nice margin. Now the margin is actually getting bigger because we decided to move our factory from Poland to China. And now we have the Wallet Glow, which is actually the product. I just, hush hush, don't tell anyone. $12, and I sell for 109, and people buy it. If you create a great product like that and great marketing, you can do, wonders. But coming back to my story, I decided to start off with raising money at Kickstarter because the first product I did was Shelly Box. The product, as you can see, is over there. The Shelly Box looks like an alien, egg. I don't know if you've seen the movie Alien. Yeah. So I decided to have this kind of thing, but all right, just check it out.
So this is just in the bottom.
Yes, you can see there's at the bottom of that. So this box is kind of like a Dropbox, but behind the firewall, so you can put on your desk, and you can have Dropbox experience, but without sharing your sensitive data. So we raised on Kickstarter $150K. I got very excited, about what we did. I learned lots on that. I did lots of mistakes. After that, guys came to me, helped me out with a new campaign. The Swimo guys from Poznań, and they got the Lighthouse smartwatch for swimming, and for that, we raised 180k US dollars. After that came guys from Robocore here. Then we helped them raise 60k US dollars. And because of that, many companies would, keep coming to us. We had to turn our agency, which is called Maybe Group here at Florianska, into the Kickstarter and pre-launch company. So that was the first step. And the second, companies came to me and said, right, we would like to go Kickstarter, we'd like to raise money, but, we are not registered in the States. We need to do something. So I decided to set up a company called InDesigners. InDesigners is a company in the States, in Delaware, that is doing the only one thing, is helping Polish companies with, that small amount of money, just run Kickstarter there. Not from the operational point of view, but just kind of like a platform. So I just give away the bank account, the platform, so everyone can actually do the business over there without need of going, to the bank in the States, setting everything, off. So coming again, why exactly? Oh, just one thing. And now, just like 2 weeks ago, a company called Monimal, creating accessories for Apple. They just raised a lot of money over there, and that was 11th campaign that we did, on that platform. But everything happened for a reason. It's not that, that the guys, I just, walked in to ask for money, and they just gave it to me. And because, I had all this experience not only regarding the, having successful campaigns like Kickstarter, but also, having the experience in the past. There are brands at the back, as we can see, which actually I would like to not tell now. I start off my journey with business working for a company called Dywex, or in Polish Divix. I don't know if you heard about it, like codec. So you can download illegal, movies from the internet, yeah? So there was a company in San Diego, and the funny thing, in Europe, everyone was actually, downloading this illegal pirate stuff using torrents, and we're just, utilizing this codec, in Europe. So we're signing, Philips, Sony, and others, and we said to them, look, just put our logo on there, and you'll be able to get more clients, because people in Europe, they fed up with the prices on the DVD, because in the past the prices of DVD was just tremendously high. So they paid us like $1-2 US per unit, and the funny thing, they reported to us, per year about 400 million devices. So imagine, we're just laying on money. We just, we didn't know what to do with that. So I was flying, San Diego, I was flying to Moscow, I was flying everywhere, just, making the business. I was even the Polish company called Manta, I don't know if you heard about. They signed out the contract with us. So we had all the clients, wanted to have Dywex. So the company just got acquired by Rovi, but before that we went for NASDAQ. I got my shares, I was very happy. I sold the shares, I was very happy. So when I moved to, not moved because I was actually, here in Poland, but I was traveling. But I decided to set up my own business, which was this Mimi Group. But in the meantime, the guys from another big company, but from the San Francisco, called BitTorrent. I don't know if you heard about it. Yeah. So they called me up. They said, what you did with Dywex was great. Just I would like to hire you. I would like you to be the director, for EMEA, just to run exactly the same way. And I took the job for 6 months, good money, but I said no more traveling. I just fed up totally with that. I said, sorry guys, I don't want to have this job. I got approached by Netflix when I was coming with others. I said no, just focusing on my brands, on my company. So coming back, from the States, another company I established, which is over there, as you can see, is called Old Player. I don't know if you heard about this, Old Player. In Poland was the first player that was, supporting subtitles. And not all Poles can speak, English. So we put exactly subtitles for that. So that was the number one, product. So I just, what's happening, because I'm not a programmer, to be honest. So I took one guy who was a programmer who actually was building this, this player. I took the guy who was the CFO, the guy from which I know the guys from Krakow and Poznań are very, into the money they want to spend, but there was the guy actually, he said, no spending money, just make money, So we actually signed a contract with Agora, the owner of Gazeta, and we just said, all right, so because every quarter we're installing our own player, so each time we're installing our player, we're actually kind of asking people who would like to install a small add-on on a desktop, which is like a shortcut to Gazeta. And because we got per quarter about 800k installments. So for the deal, we had $1.5 million. No dollars, I wish. Polish zloty. But it was good for 3 people, yeah. So that was another empowers me actually to to invest in some other things. So that was the old player. The other things I would like to tell how all the ideas and how we created them. Everything, as you can see, apart of old player and others, just came from the internal need. Exactly like Martha said, she was into that, into the design, into the no waste attitude. And behind all of my projects, there's a story behind it. So, for instance, the barbershop at Tomasz's, you can all go there. I was fed up, waiting like 3 months for my cut, at the other barbershop. So I decided to establish my own. I'm not a barber, but I want to have my private, personal barber that makes money. So, I just I did something different than the other barbers because I'm very business-like, not the technician. So I decided to do something very unusual. I took some guys from the UK, Polish guys, working in the UK. I said to them, come over to Poland. I don't know nothing about barbering. I know how to make business. I know how to make a product launch. I will give you shares in the company. Because I knew in the service markets, especially in Poland, there's a market for employees, not, so, they quit all the time, finding new jobs and stuff. It's crazy. So at the very beginning I said, look guys, I give you some shares, I give you even more shares than you can imagine, but just, be the masters, run it. So I took them on, and because of that, they brought clients already. I did the excellent, marketing because that's what we do right now. Yeah? So we got the first day of opening at Tomasza Street. We got everything booked, in for like 3 months, ahead. So, it was like very good. So that was the barbershop. Another project over there is the Shirley Box. The Shirley Box, the story that comes behind it is that, I read an article about raiding by police the dormitories of Krakow and others, that students downloading illegal and watching illegal stuff, and there was even a map, that was showing in which place exactly, the police will come over to confiscate the goods. So we were like, damn it, we need to do something about it. So that was the idea, having this private, Dropbox. And because of that, we decided to make, at the beginning, we said, all right, let's make the B2B business, just, the idea. We had the program that we invented, which is called Privacy Protector. Privacy Protector is like, it's like a Tor. I don't know if you know what Tor is. It's like it's like a network for terrorists. Yeah, because they can be invisible. Of course, the the guys from the States, they already could, hear them. That's why they were, accepting the tour. But what we did, we just did the notes that, was everything coming, because, when you could see on the screen, you could see that you are here in Krakow, in a few seconds you're in Barcelona, in a few seconds in Brazil. It was just jumping, your IP was jumping, you could not be detected. And we had there the nodes were actually, changing all instantly. The funny thing is that, we help somehow, I don't know why, but, the guys from the spring in Middle East, they would start using it. Not Tor, because Tor was actually, the FBI was hearing everything, but we created something that was not traceable. And we went, with my colleague to the States, to Silicon Valley. We spent like a month talking to CTOs and others. How can we make better business out of that? And they told us that, what you created is like a power. You need to build a service on top of that. So we came back, Poland, and we created this beautiful Shelly box. And we went on Kickstarter and raised money and get investors. Another story for that. As I said, there's always like a personal story behind it. That's one of the stories I would like to tell you, because when I finished my 40s, I'm 45. When I finished my 40s, I decided to actually lose some belly. I'm still trying. I'm not good at it. I'm trying, I said. So I decided to join CrossFit. I believe every one of you knows. So at CrossFit, I met people, and I figured out that what's common about when they were doing the squats, they were very tight, in here. So I just figured out, look, guys, let's do jeans, denim. So the custom denim. That's why I was talking about the fashion and custom. So everyone will be able to do the online kind of measurement and make production for that. So what we did, we created a brand, Crosslifter. I just figured out there is a very cool company in India. They were just making the custom things. So I was like selling for $170 custom jeans for sports people. So that was another business. We got another small investment, and that was going on. So another Ciesla. Ciesla was over there. It's a project that we got for a need of. We just figured out one thing. Usually people, they actually in the past they were usually downloading lots of illegal. Always about illegal. Damn it. They were downloading, games. So imagine someone is downloading a game like The Witcher or whatever, and takes ages, because it's not like a movie. Like we're talking about gigs. It's huge. So it takes 1 week to download. Yeah, and so imagine the frustration of this young, innocent man trying to run it on his computer. And it fails totally, because there is no power, there is nothing. So we decided to run kind of like a program that can run, based on the minimum requirements of the games, and he got the information after that. Look, if you think about The Witcher, you have to improve your memory, you have to do this and that and that. So to make this beautiful. We decided to get some EU funds and ask the company called Plattish Image. I don't know if you heard about it. Okay, so you will hear it. You will hear soon. So they created a very nice tool for us, and we got like a passive income, because lots of people not only were interested in to find out about how strong is the computer regarding the games, but actually to show off how good are they at tuning the computers, because there was like a board of the old show-offs, like from Portugal, from Brazil, from States, from Moscow, from Krakow. No, there was no Krakow. So they were showing off, and that was a passive income. So another, as we can see here, it's all right. It's Baldur. And with the Baldur, actually, there was a case of the that we didn't come up with this idea. And that was the idea that, brought to us, to our company, Mimi Group. The young man that just finished his studies, he brought a small box with a kind of like a lamp, and he said, I would like to go Kickstarter, I would like to get founded, help me out. And I said, no, I'm not interested. But he said, just do one thing, just, let me hook up to the power, and I will just play some music, And I said, all right, go on. And when he played in Spotify, on the speakers that are built, underneath, with the subwoofer that you cannot even see, with this from the small, device, I was totally hooked up. I was like, oh my God, I'm in. So, I just got some shares with the company, we on Kickstarter, and the story goes on. So, the reason I'm telling you here is just one. You don't need to be, first of all, a rich person, to make new products. You need to actually figure out two things. One, from the business perspective, find a niche, and something, behind it. Exactly the same. I agree with my colleague. It's a passion, believing in something. Of course, there's lots of projects that didn't, work out. I'm not showing off, of course. But this always comes experience, on that. So the passion and the way how you find right people. Because, startups coming to me to validate the ideas. We have a special processes, built. We do the test. We take like 3 months actually running ads, using the landing pages, trying to figure out if there is what's the user acquisition cost. So it's not only of course the passion is great, but we need to figure out what's the cost of the product, and if the product is in the market, which is we call it underserved, because we love this kind of underserved markets, and what's the user acquisition cost. Just give an example how it works. Imagine we need to run a Kickstarter for a product that doesn't exist. We just have like a printed 3D, something, and would like to show it in the Kickstarter. So we know that product cost on Kickstarter like $100, and at the same time what we do, we're running some campaign, like ad campaign, using the landing page, and they check in the user acquisition cost using the MailChimp and thank you page. So imagine, we just spent $10,000 and we got 10,000 emails from the users that equals one user, it's one email. Yeah, we know that during Kickstarter the conversion rate is usually about from 2% to 8%. So let's take it 4%. So we have 400 conversions. So if the product costs $100, we have 40,000 spending 10,000 for the emails. So we make money. So imagine what's happening if someone coming to us is saying, look, we got user acquisition cost for $1, but my product is a software or game or something that costs $20. We're losing money. So it's very important actually if you have any idea about the product, you need to exactly check first of all if that makes money or not. I think that's clear. Thank you.